Welcome to my Permadeath series for No Man's Sky Beyond, and what can I say, it is really good to be back home making videos after about 4 days of traveling and attending meetings. And well, anyway, that's my problem. I'm going to need to give you a little bit of an update because whilst I was away I did take my laptop with me and I did get in quite a lot of No Man's Sky gameplay, but I was unable to record it. So what I actually did was I've decided that if I'm going to move this whole Let's Play forward, I was going to get rid of some of the grinds. So what I actually did was I did all the farmer missions, and just to show you if I can get into here, you go to tech, go across to specialist, up one, and if I show you now, you can see I've now unlocked all the main plants in the game. And for any of you who've never done the farmer missions, it's a little bit of a grind because it mainly consists of the farmer gives you a certain type of plant, then you've got to go and collect the resources to create that plant, and then you put them in the planter, and if you do it the proper way as expected by the game, you wait for the plant to grow and then give the resulting produce to the farmer. But you can shortcut that by putting the plant in to trigger the mission, and if you gather enough of the base resources that are required, so like the Mordite in this space, then you give him that, and then he immediately gives you the formula for the next plant. So you can get through these missions really quickly. I've also pushed forward the Overseer's mission because he required me to make a circuit board, which meant I had to push forward with the Scientist's mission, and I've now got the what they call it, the exocraft technician here. Now I do have a bit of a problem with the exocraft technician because my base is elevated, and the exocraft guy eventually gives us a timed missions to do with the exocrafts. And so the current state of play is I've got a mission from the Overseer to go and take a picture of a desert world, just to show you here. So looks like community research is back up. Why is this, or is this just frozen? So we got what you seem to get now is you get additional floral samples for the farmer. You get, I haven't done any of the weapons research at the moment, and well, where's the base? Where's the Overseer mission? There's the Overseer mission. He wants us to take a picture of a desert world. I'm not sure what we're going to get from that. I'm not sure what the Scientist is offering me. Yes, let's see. Through my needs to met, there's an infinite wonder of discovery and harvest. Once I have processed the data, you will find additional tasks. Ask what they are studying. My research is highly complex, Trevor. I doubt if you'd understand. You see, if I input enough of the gathered data into my simulation, then no, it's not worth explaining, but your interest is noted with thanks. So I've now pushed through all these base missions. I will build a Roma base eventually, but I've kind of been thinking about the way forward, and what I'm probably going to do is create some specialist bases to do some farming, and this will be the Selenium base because you can see I've actually got some solar vines here. I'm just going to pick these because these take ages to grow. So I'm just going to grab these and we can shove them in the area here. So I am going to go out and create specialist bases. I can't remember where I've got everything now. There we are. I'm just going to shove that in there. But what I want to do in this part is I want to do the main missions. So what we need to do is contact Apollo with the Hollow Terminus. And we're going to jump in here and we're going to go to this mission. But we're going to make another stop on the way through as well, because I've got something else to show you. Because I did make a really large sum of money. I did spend a lot of time just wandering around planets. I did find a bone planet. I spent quite a lot of time gathering bones and making money that way. I did get up to over 20 million, but you can see I'm back to 5 for a reason I'm just about to show you. So let's get back into the Laughing Gnome, and we're just going to push off. Can't remember if my freighter is in this system, so we're probably just going to summon it. we go over here, it should be over here. And it's tucked in over here. And there we are. We got a little dinky little hauler. And the reason, what actually happened was I was exploring the planet and I came across a crashed ship. And it was a hauler. And what I actually did was I picked it up and then I brought it back to the freighter here. And then while I was on one of my regular visits to here, this flew into the freighter. And I think I got it for around 17 million. So what I was able to do is upgrade from the crashed hauler to this hauler very, very quickly. And you can see I've now got a really good hauler. I think this is 26 slots. Can't remember exactly. And you see I've got plenty of space. What I really need to do is upgrade it so that I can use it. I mean, it did come with the launch system recharger. But you can see I don't really have all the tech, so I mean we need to put in some of this stuff. I do need to get in a teleporter receiver, and we got some wiring loops. So if I pull that back to there, we could probably, can't remember how many. I think we'll just well, for the moment I think we can. Just gonna put in that. And that. So what I want to do is upgrade it to the point where I can use it before I actually start using it. It's probably the best way to do it. I'm rambling a bit again, apologies guys. The other thing I'm also thinking is that maybe I can put in the cadmium drive, and I can't see anything else here. We need some gold. We've got gold in the freighter. Let me just get, and I've got some gold, so I'm just going to pull that back into here. Probably put the plate armor. Well, again, one of the nice things now is that you don't have to worry too much about putting things in the exact position, because you can always shuffle things around afterwards. I'm just going to. So we've got the plate armor there. That's going to increase my shield strength. I don't think there's a cumulative error with the shield. Oh, so there is a bit of a fail there, but never mind. I mean, I could move some of this stuff around. I mean, I could move there. Anyway, that will come with time. I don't think there's anything else I can install here. I've got some uranium, but it's in the other ship. I don't have that much. Economy scanner would be quite nice. I don't think I've got any. We actually got another fighter. I would really like a fighter. Let me just go and have a quick look in my shuttle, because I'm pretty sure I've got some microprocessors around here somewhere. Yes, I have. Look at that. Let me see. Exocraft. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some of this in the starship, put the Grappatino ball in the starship, and some more gold. I'm keeping the gold for later on, once I actually get into building my freighter base. So let me just can't remember what was I'm building. Economy scanner. Well, we can put the economy scanner down here. It's probably going to be the last of my wiring loops. We've got one left. Just keep doing that. So I don't think I've got. I mean, I would certainly like to get the cadmium drive in. Don't think we need the rocket launcher. The positronic ejector, no. I think what I actually also need is some upgrade modules as well. Anyway, so that's my new hauler, and I would like eventually to start using it when I go out on looting raids. But we're going to get back into the Laughing Gnome, and of course I need to think up a name for it as well. I mean, I could call it Wanderlust, I suppose, again. So I'm just going to jump in the laughing gnome, and we're going to take off. And what we're going to do now is just shoot out and do the visit the hollow terminal. There it is over there. One thing about being away and not being distracted by other things, and of course having to travel, you get a bit of time to think. And what I really want to do with this series is get through a lot of these missions as quickly as possible, and then what I want to do is keep this series going on in the long term, because I think one of the problems I've got is that when a new update comes out, I do keep restarting, but at the same time I think it's going to be quite important to keep a mission up to date so that I can look at some of the more advanced features and do the community missions now. So that's what I want to do. Well, that's the principle anyway. So we're going to go that way. We're going to now some damaged machinery over there. We're just going to go and have a quick check. I can't remember if I've got any toxic. Yeah, I must have toxic protection because it's not. Okay, we've been here before. That's why it won't open up. And what I want to do is get this mission done, because there's something else I want to do as well, which turned up. Just going to go up here, but I mean, I purposely kept away from the main mission so that I could share this with experience. We're just going to push up here and see what Apollo's got to say. I think we're getting very close to the point where we find a permanent home for Artemis. Warning, network compromised. Warning, manual override required. There is no signal matches for Artemis or Apollo. The terminal is... There is no signal matches for Artemis or Apollo. The terminal is a stream of warnings and errors. Perform manual override. Warning messages cease. Some of the new frequencies shimmer into being. Okay. Break. Data stream overridden. Hello, we got Noel now. You are not alone. Tell me, what's the point of living if you know what that life will finish? Suggest death does not erase life, but it does. All those moments gone, everything that came before, meaningless. I know you, traveller. I know where you've been. I know where you are going. That's more than I know. What if I told you that Artemis could be saved? What if I told you that Artemis could live once more after a fashion? What would you do then, I wonder? Say I need to know more. A skeptic. Well, Artemis was already dead. Your journey to save them has failed. What do you have to lose? The blood of Artemis is data. The heart is glitch. I can help you retrieve them both. We require a mind arc, a receptacle of the soul. Can you do that for me? Okay, we're going to make a mind arc. I'm reactivating Artemis's frequency. Speak with them when you are ready. The stranger offers me blueprints to something they call the mind arc, a device they claim to allow me to restore Artemis to life. I accept not knowing who this stranger is or how they possess such knowledge of my adventure. If there is a chance that I can help Artemis, I will take it. So we've now got to make a mind... this is where we've got to work up through some of the engines. Make the mind arc, so we've got to make a soul engine. Yeah. So we've now got a blueprint. I think this is unlocks there, so we're just going to have a quick look at this. And I don't know if this comes under specialist. So we've got to make a soul engine, and to make a soul engine we've got metal plating, lithium pearl and cadmium, which means that we're going to have to find a water planet. But we've now moved forward to this mission, and I think we're just going to jump off the top of the... whoa, wow. Well, I've got a nice picture of a shadow of me falling. So what I want to do now is, first I want to do is check my... Alright, I don't have the ammonia from the environmental protection. I do think I've got a great big pile of sodium and sodium nitrate, because what I want to do in this part is, if I show you here, I've actually was wandering across the planet, and I've actually now got 3 drop pod coordinate sets So, so that's the next thing I want to do in this video, is go and get. I'm going to go looking for a drop pod because, well, it's fun. Please select task, decipher one drop pod. We're searching for transmission signals. How far away is that? Right, that says 10 minutes away. Certainly not gonna have to fly there. Just gonna jump into the laughing gnome. Hopefully I've got the resources. I did pick up some antimatter because that's the one I normally forget about when I do a drop pod. And I get there and I can't make the antimatter, but hopefully I've got all the other resources I need for that. Okay, exosuit upgrade and see what we need. We've got the sodium nitrate and oxygen, we've got the ionized cobalt, and we've got the antimatter. Yes, we are in business. And what I want is to expand the cargo pod here. I think Snafu suggested this approach a long time ago, saying that to use the drop pods to actually expand the cargo area. So we're just going to upgrade that. So we've now got an extra slot in cargo. Go away. Go back and stand in here while I'm liberating. What would I want to put in here? I think I'd like to put the magnetized ferrite in here, because magnetized ferrite is quite useful, and I've made quite a lot as well. Dense carbon. Some navigation data. Yeah, we'll be okay. And I just want to have a quick look round, because one of the other things I've been doing is gathering buried technology modules, not to get the tech, but to actually sell, make some money. And I want to keep that going for the moment. Yeah, life support at 50% would be okay. And we're sliding down the side of the mountain. Let's just get here. Just gonna follow in there, grab that. Don't really need the sodium, but just going to. Any more around here? What's the special? Humming sacks. Another one there, 354 away. I think I was just going to pick up the one, because what I would really like to do is get another drop pod. Now, what I'm actually going to do, because one of the problems when you have this signal booster is that they can always bounce you back to somewhere you've been before, and what I've found is that if you actually do this, it will send you to another one away from where you're currently stood. So we got a second drop pod. Did actually see some. How far away is that? That's only 673 units. Ah, that's what I'm after. I thought I'd saw some. Yeah, we're actually going to. I just want to make sure. Do I have? Yeah, thrusters are fully charged. Because these are the items where I actually got the drop pods from. These, I think, what they're called, navigation data. I actually was clicking on these, and one of them gave me, but then again, not always. Oh, I've got one. That's good. So these, even though most of them give you navigation data, it's well worth actually picking up on those. Oh, and the other thing I also did off camera is, if I actually show you when I was actually playing, is all those missions I was stacking up, I actually cleared them. I had a couple of good sessions of horrors, an abandoned building. Keep pumping that in. So here we are. We are approaching the drop pod. There's a great big hole in front of me. So we have to be a little bit careful with that. Yeah, destination reached. And we'll just have a little bit of a stroll down. We'll pick up the resources after we've actually done the business. Get in here. Have a quick check, make sure I've got everything. Again, we're just going to go for the cargo upgrade. I mean, this is saving us a lot of money. Oops. And I could stand in here and recharge, but I've got plenty of sodium. See here, I've got 115 sodium. Not sure what else I'm gonna put in there. Well, we could put the chromic metal in there for the moment. Because what I could do is stock up on that chromic metal. And I'm just gonna another microprocessor. Get relic. They can go to the freighter, and the Mordite can go to the. Actually, no. Let's keep the Mordite at the moment. We've got the space. I'm just going to. How am I off? I've only got 35 ionized cobalt. And let's check the starship. I've got 111 cobalt. I think what I'm going to do is just stop for a little while and pick up some cobalt. And of course we're going to pick up the album pearls. I know they're not a vast amount of income, but every little bit helps. Because we are going to be moving on from this planet, because one thing I've found that when you're doing things like drop pods and using these planetary things is there's a good chance if I put out the signal booster here, what it will do is it will send me back to the drop pod that I've already done. So then that will be a waste of the, the detector. So what we're going to do is just slide. Yeah, we're just going to stand in here and grab a little bit of. Oops, gone too far. And it's going to analyze so we get the dual benefit. Yeah, so what we're going to do is now go to another planet. Cobalt and copper is going to be quite useful. Because that means I can make some chromic metal as well. I'm just going to. I've got 250 cobalt, and the starship's out of range. That's okay. And I don't think I need the wiring loom. That can go back to the freighter. We've got a little bit of salvage data. Now we've got a little bit of a jagged edge here, so we're going to have to lift up over this edge here. Now before we leave, we're going to have one more quick check. There we are. This time I'm going to go walk about and get some. Actually, you can go a bit lower first. And we're going to get some salvage data as well. Because I do really want to make some money so we can start upgrading these ships and doing other things. Destination reach. Right, any... Is it? You're 312. Yeah, we're going to do one more before we leave. I think I'll push me luck just a little bit. Far enough. So you're in my way. Get out of the way. Yep, I know I need to make a cadmium drive so that I can go to a red planet, and I think I will probably install that on my crawler. So I think that would give me a good excuse to... Then again, I suppose I could reshape the Laughing Gnome to be my distance travel ship, and then use the hauler once I'm in system to start doing the general exploration. I mean, that might work. So we'll actually make the Laughing Gnome into the main kind of hyperdrive ship. Have a quick look round. Right, I think that's about it. So I'm just gonna whistle up the Laughing Gnome. Going to jump back into it. For a save game. Right, let's just head for the space station. I mean, I do have some cadmium stashed away somewhere, but I don't think it's enough to actually put the cadmium drive in. That report the appearance of Null and Nada in space. Summon the anomaly from the quick menu. Okay. Right. What I want to do is just sell off all some of that stuff we've got first. Maybe we will go and talk to Nada and Polo. Just going to... The first thing we're going to sell off some stuff and quick run through. Well, we'll sell the Get Relic. So we got minus 9.5. I think I've sold too many of these in this system already, so you can see the price is dropping. So we're gonna have to go for that, but then we're gonna have to move on. Yeah, Albion Pearls, we'll get another 53,000. That's getting me close to 6 million. Cobalt. Whoops. Ah! You were a little bit too close. Mission agent. Beats me. Eat 7 creatures. I think we'll pick that mission up. I think Snafu pointed out that that is a fairly easy mission now, because once you've fed one creature, the other creatures arrive and they all count. I think what I'm going to do is shoot back home for the moment. What we'll do is just jump into here, use the large refiner, cobalt in there, and turn you into ionized cobalt. Oh shit. Yeah, you got a tiny bit of cobalt, so we can just go into the starship. Chromic metal. Yeah, thank you, stop nagging me. I suppose what I could do is deploy the weapon there. Oh, we're inside the base, aren't we? So yeah, I mean, considering this is my home planet, I suppose I should really look for drop pods on this planet as well. Okay. Searching for transmission signal. How far away are you? 18.45 minutes away. So we're going to do is, I think we're just going to nick enough of that to be going on with. And we'll drop a save point. And while that's going on, we're just jumping the laughing gnome. And I'm just going to fly over to this drop pod. They always seem to be like nestled down in little depressions like this. Just gonna... A little bit too far away, but we'll be okay. I think I've actually got the phosphorus for heat protection. And here we go again. Quick check. Yep. Oh! I didn't build an antimatter. Oh, that's going to be embarrassing. Antimatter. Yeah. I thought I had enough antimatter. Of course, again, we're going to go for the cargo extension. Yeah, I'm just going to make that while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's the chromic metal that I'm eating my way through. Right. I think I'm out of chromic metal now, aren't I? Nope, I've got 154 left. We're going to have to get some copper to make some chromic metal. I'm just going to some dihydrogen jelly, some ammunition as well. Got some navigation data, a little bit of sodium there. Grab that, because it's right on the doorstep. I know I don't need it, but I find if you just grab what's on the doorstep, no matter what it is, it just keeps everything going long enough so that you don't have to kind of have special trips. I'm just going to grab a bit of this as well while we're at it. And again, we're just going to have a quick check. Oh, yeah. Actually, is there anything nearer than that? Nope. So you've got the candidate. So off we go again. I think maybe it's time to go to a new system. I did go to one system whilst I was playing off camera, and what I actually did was I picked up a mission, a deliver item mission, and it took me to another system. But it wasn't particularly that spectacular. I was going to grab some of this because solar vines take a long time to grow. So this is an opportunity, because as part of the top this up. Oops. As part of the mission for the scientist, he gave me the formula for the heat capacitor. You can see here that heat capacitors is probably one of my best selling or highest priced items at the moment, of 180,000 a unit. And because I'm on a planet with selenium, and I've got a little bit of selenium farm going, and frost crystals aren't that difficult to collect, I can actually start making those and selling them off, which is kind of the first steps in getting a little bit of high priced advanced manufacturing going. So we're just gonna, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't consciously hunt down these plants, but if they're right in front of me, I'm not going to say no. There's a knowledge stone there as well, hidden from me. So let's just grab that as well. A couple more. How much space? Yeah, we're doing fine. In fact, I think probably what we're going to do is shove this in there, because of course these cargo spaces now have become quite useful for carrying, when you're collecting resources like this. That extra 500 capacity is very useful. What have we got there? That's phosphorus, so I'm certainly going to take it. And it's going to get... There we are. Yes, it's phosphorus. Need to press R to get it as small as possible. I want to keep my phosphorus levels up because I am spending quite a lot of time on this planet, so being able to recharge my environmental protection for this is quite useful. Right, I'm just going to mine out a little bit more. I'm not going to take it all because I've got more than enough phosphorus than what I actually need at the moment. I'm just going to grab a little bit more, and I think that's going to be about it. Yeah, I've got over 500 phosphorus now, and I probably need an extra cargo slot to put the phosphorus in, but maybe I can store the surplus on my base. And we've got... What are you doing there? You can go to the extended capacity as well. And I'm just going to top that up. Just use a bit of that there. Oh well. And just going to have a quick once round the manufacturing facility over there. Now that could be useful because we could get a formula from that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head from the direction of that manufacturing facility via the damaged machinery. Nope, got no cobalt. Ah, because it's on my ship. Yeah, that's annoying. And we've got a big pile of oxygen, so we're okay. So we're going to head for the manufacturing facility. It's going to take me 5 minutes to get there, because it's 1,229, whatever it is, units away. It's going to take me a little while to get there, but what I am going to do is Skype for anything of other value there. And what I'll do is I'll see once I actually get there. We're actually in sight of the manufacturing base, but I've actually found this small cargo deposit here, which I've stumbled across, so just gonna more navigation data as though I need it, but never mind. Might as well see what we got here. Some dihydrogen jelly, and we've got oxygen. I think that can go to freighter. Yep, got 7 of them now. Surplus phosphorus, so just going to topping that up. That should free up the space now. Yep. So we're looking good there. Got one more drop pod option, but I'll do that on another video. What I'm really interested in is this manufacturing base. That's annoying. I've already been here, because if you, as we approach, you'll see that the door is flashing red. So this has been a little bit of a waste of time. This is why sometimes it pays just to go to a completely new system when you want to do some serious exploration, because if you've got a planet where you spend a lot of time on, eventually you start to duplicate the effort. There we are. You can see here I've already been here, smashed the door open and got whatever that's been here, so there's nothing of any value here. Never mind. So I'm just going to call the ship in. Because I'm going to drop a save because I've made quite a lot of progress. And what we're going to do is fly back to base. And I've just noticed the time. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to fly back to base and then go up into space. And I'm just going to push forward. In fact, let's just go out into space and go straight to the space station, I think. And we're going to go and call the anomaly, because I don't need to go to another system, because I can summon the anomaly anywhere I want. And what I want to do now is just go in and talk to Nada and Polo, and we'll report about Null to Nada and Polo. So I was just going to go in here, and this will round off the video quite nicely. Right, we've landed on this side. And seeing we're also here, I just want to check. Yeah, there isn't the weekend community mission running above this Nexus terminal. Let's have a quick look here. 15 unearthed ancient bones. Ooh. That could be a salvage frigate module. Raider planetary. I actually quite like that. I mean, 15 wiring looms. No, I don't want to get distracted. I mean, some of those general missions are pretty good, actually. So we're going this way because we can talk to what's his name here, Helios, and see if we can get some more nanites. Not that I really need them. I'm just going to flip through here. Data minerals. Thank you, little one. Why do you call me little one? We got another 545 nanites. And we'll talk to, you could call him Mr. Fungus Head, actually, couldn't you? So we're just going to transmit. Oh, he needs a vortex cube. Maybe I should pick up. I've got a couple of vortex cubes somewhere, and I'm pretty sure I've got vortex cubes. So we just have a quick check. Actually, I think I've got them stored on one of my ships on the freighter. So we could actually. I mean, we could actually then get Sip, but then he doesn't give you very much for that anyway. So, Traveller entity, Nada has watched your signal. Nada has seen the other entity. Other entity is old, older than Nada, older than our home. Nada feels them watching. Ask about Null. Nada asks the other entity, are they first, are they last? Missing entity, choose not to answer. They have ignored us. Apollo entity ignores us too, ignores the travellers. Such is their pattern, it is valid. Nada understands. Okay. That was... Oh, we got some Quicksilver. And I think Snafu said that I need to talk more to Polo. Ask about Null. Okay. They are not like me or Nada. They have freedom like all of you, traveller friends, but they do not share the sights they see. They hoard them. They are jealous. Polo does not approve. Is that it? Actually, I think seeing I'm here, I can get to the freighter, and I've only got 2 salvage data, but just to save the trip, I think what I will do is just get in here and just use this up on the construction research. I mean, we've got a couple of odd bits and pieces here that could be. I mean, I wouldn't mind unlocking the hollow door. What else have we got in here? Cuboid inner wall, infrastructure ladder. We'll get that, and we'll get the cubic wall. I think that's about it. I don't think I've got any more buried tech, have I? No. Well, we've moved forward the mission a little bit. And seeing we've now got the exocraft technician, let's just have a quick look at what here. Mind you, need your teeth fixed. Is there anything here that... but then we could probably get these by doing the exocraft missions. So... no, I think I'm going to leave that. There's nothing there that really grabs me. Still looking for a good, unique multi-tool. Let's see what other multi-tool tech. When I've got so many nanites now, you can see I've got 7,698 nanites. So, in fact, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... yep, thank you. I think we'll just complete out this multi-tool tech. So that should be all the multi-tool tech gained. In fact, let's just have a little bit of a session. Exosuit tech. So I've got the resources, so there's no point hanging on to it. Rocket boots, efficient water jets. Improves fuel efficiency in marine jets. Efficient water jets enabled. Kind of wouldn't network. Do I really need these boosters just yet? Oxygen rerouter. I'm still really interested in these translators. So I think we're just going to unlock the translators. Singing. 580. Yeah, let's unlock all the translators just for the sheer heck of it. I'm just going to talk to this guy. Search starship upgrades. What we got here? Non-linear optics for the photo cannon. That could be useful. That's going to give me heat dissipation. That should help things a little bit. And I think that's about it. This is where I'm right. One little chore to do first. We're just going to unpin these formers so that it doesn't reach a black hole. Yeah, just so quick. Construct a mine art from Artemis, mine cadmium. So that's probably going to be the focus for the next part. But first thing we're going to have to do is so a quick look here. What do we need for the cadmium drive? Oh, we got a few wiring looms, should be okay, so that's no big problem. So in the next part, what we're going to be doing is moving forward, trying to build the mine arc, mix in some more general exploration, things like that. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.